Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about black bears on the Appalachian Trail. Here, I love hiking in the wintertime. There's no bugs, there's not many people. So as long as you got some good gear, everything's great. But yeah, today we're going to talk about black bears. All the time people ask me at work, what are you going to do the weekend, or what are you going to do on your vacation? And normally with me it's always the same thing, we're going hiking. But whenever I say I'm going hiking on the Appalachian Trail, everybody always says, well, who's going with you? Who's this? Who's that? What about bears? Bears is always the subject. You know, so many people that don't know a lot about black bears. Normally when people don't know anything about it, they're normally scared of them. I guess the movies and all that have really kind of ruined that. People always ask me, you know, do you carry a gun? What if they attack you while you're in your tent? What if, you know, what if this, what if that? It's always the case. Let me tell you what, when you encounter a black bear on the Appalachian Trail or anywhere, you know, the first thing you don't want to do is you don't want to just take off running. You don't want to run. One, that excites the bear. Same thing as it would any other large mammal, or you definitely don't want to run. You also don't want to hide or crouch down. Like you're trying to hide from the bear, you don't want to crouch down because the bear gets excited with that. You don't want to appear small. I guess that's the main thing I wanted to say. You definitely don't want to take your backpack off. See how right now with my backpack on? Normally I have a much larger backpack, but you don't want to take your backpack off because you want to appear large to the bear. The bear is just as curious with you as you are it. Well, one, when you're hiking, when you definitely want to make noise, just your footsteps alone, you know, the bear will hear that. You don't want to sneak up on a bear. Sometimes some of the corners on the Appalachian Trail are go around a big rock or go around a bunch of trees or bushes. You can't see what's on the other side. When you have situations like that, you definitely want to make noise because there could be a bear right on the trail. It's one of the main reasons why people always sit there and say, you know, talk real loud or talk amongst others or whatever when you're hiking, because if a bear can hear you, they'll take off. But here's the thing, 95% of the time the black bear is just going to take off. He's just going to see you and just take off, or hear you and just start walking off the trail, or even running off the trail most of the time. That other 5% of the time when they don't, that's when you need to take these precautions. One, don't take your backpack off. Don't crouch down. Don't take off running. Basically just stand your ground. You know, if you want to take a picture, take a picture. But don't go up to them to try to take a picture. Don't try to get closer. That's the first thing that the bear is going to notice is that you're trying to get closer to him. And that's when the trouble starts out. You basically want to start backing up a little bit. Give the bear all its space. If it's on your trail, wait for him to leave. Just sit there and wait or back off. Head back. You know, the bear's going to leave the trail. If the black bear starts to make a popping sound with its jaw, I guess it kind of sounds like something like that. If you hear like a popping sound, back up right away. That bear is trying to tell you that you are way too close and that you need to back off. I've had that happen twice. First time I didn't know exactly what it was. Then I did some research on it and I found out that that's the bear giving you a warning. Back off and back off now. Because basically the bear's mad. Here's another thing too, is the cubs. If you have a bear cub, you walk up on a bear cub, they're all cute and adorable, and we know that. The cub, a bear cub is going to take off running. It's going to climb a tree, probably go up about 10 feet up on the tree to get a good look at you, and then take off up in the tree, or just take off into the woods. But when the bear cub does not take off, or if it just runs maybe 20 yards away, 30, whatever, just runs away just a little bit and stops and just kind of looks at you for a little bit, and that bear cub doesn't take off, that's trouble. That means that bear cub is not scared of you. So why would that bear cub not be scared of you? Because its mama is somewhere in the vicinity and it's somewhere nearby. If that bear cub takes off, that means mama's nowhere nearby. But if it sticks around, checks you out, goes up 4 or 5 feet up a tree, and that's about it, mama's somewhere around. And I have been in that situation. Saw a bear cub maybe about 20 yards out, saw us. The bear cub was actually standing up, kind of getting a better look at us as we're hiking. I think that was on the Jones Trail. And never could understand why that the bear cub would not take off like they normally do. And we heard a stick break on the other side of the trail, and it was a mama bear. And here we are in between a mama bear and its cub, and that's about the most dangerous situation that you can be in out here in the national forest or anywhere. If you see a cub, take a quick picture, keep walking, go away, get out of there, give that cub its space. And it's the most exciting thing that you can happen out here. When you're out here in the forest, on the Appalachian Trail, and you're miles away from civilization, and you see a bear, maybe a bear cub or a black bear, it's exhilarating. You get a sense of high. It's your adrenal glands are going. It makes your day. It makes the hike. It makes your whole experience. It's about as equivalent as having a couple hole-in-ones and playing golf. It really is. But you don't want to have that great experience turn into something negative, something bad, and it can be. The best thing is prevention. You definitely don't want to have any open food, like half-eaten Snicker bars in your pockets as you're hiking. I've done it. When you eat, you need to wipe your hands. Don't wipe your hands off on your clothes. Hang your food bag up in a tree. Don't keep your food and sweet or anything sweet, colognes, toothpaste, in your tent while you are sleeping at night. That's just a good practice. Definitely don't want to do that. But I do carry bear spray in the wintertime. If you do have a chance to use bear spray, a lot of times you don't even have to spray the bear. As you're walking away, you see the bear start to follow your same path. Just spray some of the spray over top of the trail, over top of your path. As you walk away, that deters the bear right there alone. You don't have to be that close to sit there and spray the bear. Put the scent in the air and then walk swiftly away. Don't run, just walk swiftly away. Now that's a very, very rare occasion that you would have to do something like this. I hiked more last year than I have in my whole life. And I had maybe 25 to 30 bear sightings on the Appalachian Trail in the Shenandoah Valley area and Smoky Mountains. They all run away. They all, basically have your camera ready. My best memory is there was a mama bear and 3 cubs in an apple tree. The mama bear just all of a sudden just dropped right out of the tree. And then 2 cubs But what people don't know is that there's one more cub up in a tree. My favorite part is Mama Bear suddenly decide it's time to go. And then the one cub, and I'll show you the footage, the one cub on the left-hand side grabs one more apple, puts it in his mouth, and then takes off after his mom. And I use that scene for my outro on all my videos. It's my favorite. Other thing as well too is that what is really cute is the fact that when a cub is walking by its mom, it kind of struts like you can't touch me, you know. And you know, a cub beside its mama is probably the most safest animal in the park. That's for sure. Now, here's a disclaimer. I know a lot about black bears. I know nothing about brown bears and grizzly bears. I hope to get across the United States and go to experience grizzly bears, but I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to grizzly bears and brown bears and Kodiaks and polar bears, or whatever the case may be. Black bears, definitely. Hey, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.